There we go. Alright. Let's set up some things on stream while we wait for people to come in. Starting with some tunes. Switch account. This one. We should be good to go. Should be good to go. Hello, fellow VOD watchers, if you're here. A little bit of music volume as well. Hi, Yamper. Okay. Wow. I haven't done this in too long. First stream of 2026. It has been a long time since I've done some streams, but we gotta press on. I don't want to lose the habit. Well, I have, but I'm getting too nervous at the idea of streaming again. Like, there was a moment where I got kind of comfortable. Okay, we got a shiny. There was a moment where I got kind of comfortable with streaming, and then I lost touch of it immediately. Get a shiny Rickaton. That was quick. Also, there's 2 alphas in this MMO. Goodness me. That was a Quickatot, yes, indeed. I hope you've been doing good, Yamper. You have? That is good to hear. I hear monkey. I'm here for the Cherrim specifically, and we got a shake on the first check. Cherubi, which I think is this button. Yes. Okay. And also an extra shiny on the way. So it goes in the counter. Okay. It's over here. And update my document. Oh my god, I got so many tabs. Over here. Oop. Can you hear the music fine? Already a shiny, yeah. That was very quick. Hi, Mikia. That was extremely quick. I literally just booted stream and flew to the very first node of this outbreak, and there was a shiny in the first 4. The Quickatot, as Yamper put it. Alright, okay, so we're now in 26. So, the first 2026 entry in my document. January 21st. It's been a month since I played PLA to the day. Rickaton. Male. Okay. I shouldn't be hovering this box. Back to... Otherwise all the new catches will go in there. Here we are. Okay. Here we go, here we go. Save. I need to regain all of the sort of muscle memory, not just with streaming, but also just playing PLA. I hope you've all had a pleasant winter holiday. Spending some time relaxing, hopefully away from job. We have some time off. I was in England for a month, which is why I kind of disappeared and stopped playing PLA for a while. That's 2. And that's a shake. What do we have? A ruby. 2 shakes on the first 2 runs. Let's keep up the pace. Another MMO already. Hopefully we don't get stopped immediately. I'd like to actually go for Cherrim rather than getting stuck permuting instantly. What do we have? Jellos. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I posted a YouTube short today about the double shiny alpha Shellos that I found. If you want to go and watch that, that'll be on the YouTube channel or on TikTok if that's your thing. But yeah, I don't need to go and look for a shiny alpha of this Shellos. I will still go for it for the blue one when I actually change map. Puppet! Hello! Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream, Puppet. Thank you for coming over. It is indeed. Although I am very out of shape with shiny hunting, given I've spent the entire holiday in England basically not doing any of it. Besides biking in circles for one Masuda shiny. How's being back home? It's an interesting mix of good and also stressful. The good parts being that I once again have my own familiar space to be in. I'm feeling good about knowing, you know, everything around me and being in control. And then also stress because I now have to figure out how I'm going to earn money again. And answer a bunch of queries from various government entities that want to know, hey, you've been gone for a while. Can we have money? Can we have this information from you? Can you give us this document that we need? Okay, guys, I will. Hold the phone. So a little bit stressful, but I'm glad to be home. I mostly wanted to be home to be able to do this, actually, and then ended up stressing out about it quite a lot. Big beautifly below. No shake. No shake. +2. Do the Drifloon race. Ooh, sure thing. Sure thing, Mikia. Thanks for redeeming that. Let's go ahead and have a Drifloon race. There's a Starly outbreak. I can go and check that, even though I don't need to. But first, let's do the race while the sun is setting. I think the lighting will be pretty. Oh, actually, it's kind of cloudy. Oh well. $30 balloons, 45 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! I wonder if we're gonna get any shiny Pokemon this time. Oop. Okay, doing good. I didn't get juked this time. Nice, nice. This is where we found Kricketot last time. But now it's Zubat because it changed to nighttime. And last one. Woo. Yeah! With 3 seconds to spare. No shiny, but thank you for redeeming. 5 dazzling honey. First time I get this. I've gotten honey before, but this one is dazzling honey? Is that a new item that I haven't collected? No, it's the same as this. Okay. Wonder why I got a pop-up for them. New item kind of thing. Cool. I will quickly go and check out the Starly. Just spooking them. I don't really care much for catching any of them. Hello. Be gone, vile birds. This is how I got my shiny Alpha Starly from this massive, not massive mass outbreak, mass outbreak. Just a regular mass outbreak shiny Alpha. It's crazy. It's basically what Miss L has been going for with Eevee, but I got it on the first attempt going through the Starly outbreak. Pretty cool. It looks like it's nothing. Let's go. Zoom. I forgot to post my stream on Discord. I'm gonna do it after this run. I've got my own Discord server. It's not very active, but if you want to join, you can maybe help me change that a bit. !Discord on the Twitch chat, or scroll down to the description if you're on YouTube. And then I will also share it in Miss L's. Self promo. So some exciting developments for the challenge that we are doing right now. I've updated the targets graphic that I used to pull down from the top of the stream. If you'd have a look right now, you'll notice there's not a whole lot of targets left. We're actually really close to finishing the entire challenge. We have 3 targets left for the whole thing. For the whole thing. We got 2 static alphas to check out. And then we have the Cherrim. So, this Luxio here has never been shiny for me. I've checked him hundreds and hundreds of times. Never been shiny. And then we have the nighttime exclusive Golbat, which has never been shiny either. I do have shiny Alpha Luxio and shiny Alpha Golbat from other sources, from Massive Mass Outbreaks. I even got a Golbat here from an outbreak that was spawned on top of the normal Alpha Golbat. But I never got the static, so that's something I need to do before moving on to the next map. Every time you see a shaking tree, you want to break it. Remember, you're not the one who's playing, and realize you can't even send my Pokemon because I'm in a flipping balloon race that you redeemed. You did this to yourself. You saw a Burmy tree shaking, and you forced yourself to watch as I would just drive past it and not actually hit the tree. Evil, evil indeed. Plus 2 trees. I'm very satisfied with how the challenge is panning out in terms of what I found on the Obsidian Fieldlands. I have all of the... Mute Discord, that was my Discord if you heard it. I got all of the ore and all of the tree Pokemon minus Cherrim. All of the flying Pokemon, even though I don't have footage of the Togekiss, but I did get it, I swear. And I'm going to get all of the static alphas. I'm close to getting every distortion Pokemon. The problem is I'm missing 2 evolutions. But for distortions specifically, I would allow evolution. So I have duplicates from distortions. I almost have, if I allow evolution, enough duplicates to cover the entire spawn table for the first map. Ponyta I do not need. I already have one. Discord notifications are the funniest to hear on stream. Doop. Let's get back to it. At this point, there's not a ton of Pokemon that I can find inside of Massive Mass Outbreaks that I would want to permute, which is a crazy thing to realize, but I got so many shiny alphas from permuting Obsidian Fieldlands Outbreaks that there are quite a limited amount of Pokemon that I would consider nowadays if I saw a starred outbreak of them, you know? I've covered a lot of species already with my shiny alphas, but even if I didn't permute for them, the different static alphas, the random shiny alphas that I found in the wild. Cherrim. Very nice. Number 114. It covers a lot of species. I don't need to do much anymore. I save that clip so I have the Cherrim for the recap video if I want to. Back to village. And I'm gonna label it Cherrim. This is Cricketot. Good. Jam jam. What now? Stantler. Do I need another Stantler? I can't remember. Hold on. Where is Stantler? There it is. The Stantler does not have a gender difference, and it can evolve. Have I, though? I think I have enough. Any alpha? Yeah. I've got a Stantler here, and my Weirdeer is here. Weem. So I am good to go. What else do I have? Quick check of the Abra outbreak couldn't hurt. Let's go ahead and teleport them all away. See what happens. Gone. Okay. And now I'll go and check the trees. Teleport to Grand Tree. The routine. It's still nighttime, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I should go check Golbat. Is it replaced? Oh, it's replaced. There's an outbreak on top of it. No shake. Shake. Wow, getting a lot of shakes for the start of stream. Ruby. What am I doing? Get out. I'm starting to go to the island again, but I don't need to anymore. I found everything I want out of this island. I got all of the possible shinies from there, including 8 shiny alpha Infernapes. I think I'm good to go. Another one. Wow. Keeps on coming. More and more MMOs. Weasel and Silcoon. Do I have? Do I have Silcoon? I do. Toasty. The Silcoon. And Cascoon is here. Watermelon. Buizel. What do I do for Buizel? Does it have a gender diff? I think it does, right? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, there's a gender difference for Buizel. And I don't have a shiny alpha male, specifically. So, we're going to go check out the Buizel outbreak and the Abra outbreak. I always check Abra because it's really quick to just fly by and get them all to disappear. And I don't have shiny alpha Abra or Kadabra, I believe. So would be good. I tried a lot to get a shiny alpha Abra. Kind of impressive that I don't have one yet. Although, actually, I did get Abra before leaving on vacation, didn't I? There's nothing here. Shiny Alpha Abra male for 10 permutations. I did get it. I almost forgot. Wow. Never got a shiny on this island. Kinda wish I did. But I don't have much reason to fly over it nowadays. Weasels. Oh, there's already an alpha over there. Two, three. Four. Five. Broke out. Six. Seven. 8, 9 spawns. And we get... nothing of interest. I'm gonna go ahead and check the trees right away. We have... no shake. No shake. Okay, I can just reset this. Okay, back to the village. Not much point checking the shiny alphas during MMOs. There's actually not much point checking them all together because I kind of want to do a soft reset hunt for both of them. Because I haven't done soft reset hunts in the entire challenge. And these two can be replaced by massive mass outbreaks, so I actually shouldn't check them and just leave the hunt for later. Hello, Baniri. Looks like that's it for them. Go shake. Go next. 3,874 trees checked. As a reminder, we are expecting this hunt to take a very modest 24,902 of them. Night is young. That being said, my estimation of 24,000 trees, close to 25,000, was, I think, based... Oh. Lather. Based on a 10%... 10% estimate for shaking trees, and right now we're at closer to 12. Shiny Scyther. Nice. Always a pleasant find. Yay. No shake. No shake. Let's go have a look at this Scyther. Gonna lower the volume of the music a tiny bit. I don't know if it's too loud or not. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Here we are. Tiny Scyther in the box. I'm gonna guess it's Jolly. It is... attack up, speed down, which is Brave. Brave Scyther. And the Cricketot. Neutral nature, bashful. Okay. You wish there were data on the shaking odds, but you're not targeting Burmy yet, so it's a problem for future you. I had a conversation about this earlier in Missel's Discord with a person who is also trying to go after Burmy. And there is a bot running on the Shiny Hunters Anonymous server, I believe, which is only hunting for Burmy. There's a user that has programmed a bot to only go around checking Burmy trees. And let's see. Their stats as of January 2026, over 48,000 runs. They have checked 728,000 trees and found 65,000 Pokemon in them, which gives them a rate of 8.95% shake on the trees. 8.95%. So my current rate for shaking trees is over 12%. With my Cherrim hunt, I have a 12.42% shake. The bot looking for Burmy has 8.95. I still have thousands of trees checked, so I feel like the rate shouldn't be like more than 3% of difference. Or more than 2% of difference. But it is. So I think the trees have different odds. It seems like the trees might just have different odds between them. Or you just average it out and it's around 10%. But we don't have clear data on that. Maybe Burmy trees have a different rate compared to the Cherubi trees here. My theory is that if there are different odds on trees, the Cherubi trees in this map would have better chances of shaking compared to other trees because they are the only place to get Cherubi. But the developers would make them shake more often, so players on like a very casual level have more chances to run into a Cherubi. We gotta shake. Cherubi. Number 370. The area that the bot is hunting in. I think the historical stats for the bot are not taking into account the area. I think it just goes places. And like different places, and it just has its stats in all of the maps. Let's see. So if you're looking for the person doing this, if you want to ask them questions, on the Shiny Hunters Anonymous server, I don't know if you're on that one, but if you are, the user's Discord is jfeather1. Their username is shamanfeather. And their bot has been running since apparently May of last year, so May 2025. And has so far done enough checks to find 641 shiny Burmy. No, sorry. 641 alpha Burmy, 90 shiny Burmy. It's got 90 shiny Burmy out of the 48,000 map checks. So they're actually approaching odds for the shiny alpha. 90 shiny Burmy from trees. Almost there. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Tree below me that was shaking is just a combi, so I don't really care too much about checking it. Same with this one. There's a shake. Cherrim! Number 2 for the stream. And it goes into its sunny form. Yippee! Little cutie patootie. Dancing in the last few hours of sunlight. That's number 116. Oops. There we go. And the low pony is not shiny. Oops. Blue Sky has a new feature for promoting live streams on Twitch. Interestingly. So, I'm giving it a shot. I posted a little thingy on Blue Sky saying, hey, here I go streaming. Check me out if you can. And it changes the profile picture of the user. Your profile picture to include a red circle around your name and a little live badge, and if you hover, it gives you a link to Twitch. Pretty cool. I'm gonna open the backup because I don't remember if I manually saved before the Munchlax. If they are targeting Burmy specifically and not Wormadam, the only way to have a Burmy for sure is to hunt in the Fieldlands, and all the Burmy trees in the other areas can also have Wormadam. You think? If you're wrong, will you're bad. I think you're right. I think you're right. Fieldlands, the middle island of Fieldlands is the only place that has guaranteed Burmy, right? Because below Snorlax in the Sandgem Flats is Wormadam only. Up there is also Wormadam. Down here is Combi Central. This is Cherubi. This is Combi. Up here, some Combi. Is it all Combi? I think it's all Combi up here as well. Burmy is up on those cliffs, though. That's a possible location for Burmy, is up on the cliffs. Next to Heracross, that's also Burmy. You're right. There's Combi nearby, but the tree has Burmy. So all of this is potentially Burmy, and then the middle island is potentially, or is guaranteed to be Burmy. Okay. So you got a pretty good hunting area. I think that's probably what the bot is doing. I don't imagine the bot would go to other areas that have less trees, less odds, share the spawns with other things, etc., etc. So it's likely just doing loops around the Fieldlands. Because the goal is not to make the bot inefficient. It's already going to take absolutely forever to find a shiny alpha. Might as well make it actually, you know, hunt in favorable odds. How are you feeling now that you have your Sneasel, Mikia? Feeling relieved that you don't necessarily have to go through so many distortions anymore? At least for now. Or are you immediately back into distortions for a different map? I know you're doing a lot of Safari Zone hunting recently, trying to find the Safari Zone Chansey, which is an awesome hunt. I wish you luck on that. So it would make sense to have a distortion hunt going on the side, because that's very AFK. But I was wondering if you're still hunting on Fieldlands for anything, or if the last Pokemon you needed from Fieldlands was that Sneasel. Also, we got the rare Golduck outbreak from the Fieldlands. This is the only possible way to find a Golduck in the Fieldlands. So I'm gonna go ahead and check those out. Potentially a rare shiny here from the Fieldlands quest. Oops. Nope. Oh wait, there were more. Ah. The spawns were delayed. I thought that was the end of the outbreak, but there was still a few more on the way. Now that's it, though. I'm gonna get my Pokeballs back. And then we can go and check the trees. You did not immediately go back to distortions, but recently found an Eevee outbreak, and now you're procrastinating and doing distortions again, even if there isn't anything useful here for you, except Shalfas, of course, but you shouldn't get any. Gotcha. Procrastinating the Eevee hunt, huh? I get you. Are you going to try and get all of the evolutions from PLA then? Because you're already ahead of the curve, Makia, having a second shiny alpha Eevee from PLA. Most people can only count themselves as lucky as having one. You're gonna go for all of them. That is a long journey, but I do wish you good luck on that. And you're not even checking the outbreaks with the bot, are you? You're just gonna commit to 2,500 perms. Or at the very least a large amount of perms per outbreak to try and find it. Kinda scary to think about the fact that the shiny alpha Eevee that Miss L found was it was in only 2 permutations. Like, there was a shiny alpha Eevee in that outbreak, which is a 23% chance. And yet, it was only in 2 permutations out of the 2,500. It's not like it was at the start of a branch for anything. You really had to dig deep in there to go and find it. Scary, scary. No shake. There is a giant bunny. You would like to, but you don't think you're going to hunt all of them. You want to hunt some distortion rares, and there's no way you're single hunting that, which means you should have the opportunity to hunt for some using 1.0 massive outbreak resets. Ah. So you're gonna have some switches with downgraded PLA to try and get your shiny alpha Eevee. Okay, that makes it basically a soft reset hunt, doesn't it? Because you can just go to Jubilife Village, save when an Eevee outbreak shows up, and then every time you go to the outbreak, it's just soft reset, but you have to clear the outbreak fully before resetting. Interesting. It's still a challenge, but it becomes a bit more, like, a little bit less involved because Eevee can just run away when it sees you. So all you gotta do is just get to the outbreak and stand in the middle. And then the only ones that would remain would be Alpha, because they wouldn't actually run away. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Graveler, I already have the shiny alpha. Luxio, I already have, and I'm going to get another one once I get to this. I don't need Rapidash Stamp anymore. Wow, this map is devoid of stamps. There's only 2 now. There's only 2 stamps on the map. Used to be so many stamps. I got all of the statics now. Cool, cool. You have to go to the area and go back to the village to re-roll the mass outbreak. Well, yeah. But the outbreak goes away when you go back to the village, so you would reload your save before you go to the... Oh, it's the same if you keep resetting from the village? But then how do you make it a soft reset hunt? Is it saving in the area? In 1.0, do you have to like save in the area, then go to the village, and then that gives you the Eevee outbreak and you go there? I thought you could just go from village to area and it would be different every time. Like saved in front of the gate in the village kind of thing. Interesting. I actually never... sorry. I actually never played on 1.0. I joined the PLA hype quite late. I was actually not feeling great about PLA. I thought it was too easy to get shiny Pokemon in there. I then shifted my perspective. I used to think, it's so easy to get a shiny in PLA, this game is really cheap. Like, it's just... it's bad for shiny hunting, it's making it too easy for people. And then I realized, well, if you just change your goal, instead of getting a shiny, your goal can become get all shinies, and then it becomes hard again. Even a regular shiny dex is insanely difficult because of all the distortions. In 1.0, if you go to the village without seeing the outbreak, there is a around 70% chance it stays. Ah, interesting. Isaiah on YouTube, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so basically you're just hoping that you don't break your outbreak of EVs the same way that you would with a chain in Pokéradar. 70% is not great odds though. That's gonna break really fast. It's a save. Hello, Potato Smiley. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Any shiny Pokemon yet? Yes, we got 2 for this stream. The moment I started stream, I went out onto the map and immediately found a shiny Kricketot. And then we got a shiny Scyther about halfway through. Nothing on those trees. You break it, you can reset to go back to when you have the outbreak and try again. Oh, okay. It's not even consistent on that. Okay. So if it breaks your chain, or your outbreak, you reset, and then you look for the 70% chance to not break it. Okay. It's actually pretty stable. You just go back and forth, and if it breaks, you reset and go back and forth again. Interesting. For the Twitch viewers, we are approaching the first hour of stream, which means we're going to get 3 minutes of ads. So, just a little heads up, in 3 minutes or so, we're gonna get some ads. And then we'll be back. I plan for the stream to be 2 hours today. I normally stream for around 4. But I'm going to do a bit of a shorter stream this time around. And get myself some food. Because I started late. I was struggling to... start the stream mentally, I don't know. I was feeling blocked. You have to eat. You'll be back later? Alright. Bon appetit! We're approaching 3.9k. Same. Alright. Have a good meal. Nothing. And we just fly back and forth. Just back to village, and then fly out again. Until we find some interesting outbreaks that we want to go and check out. This is not one of them. Magikarp outbreak. I don't need to go and check it. I already have shiny alpha Magikarp of both genders. So I'm happy staying away from that and just focusing on my hunt. Nothing, and we hit 3,900 trees. Almost there with the 4K. So 3,900 trees seen. We got the trees to shake 486 times. And we found almost 100 shiny Pokemon in the small amount of terrain that separates Grand Tree Arena from the trees. Just that bit of terrain, we found almost 100 shiny Pokemon in. I'll check the Abra, but nothing else really interests me. I'll go and check Abra. I want to reset so I get my berries back. This one on the shore. When you're going to approach an Abra outbreak, make sure to always have sticky globs equipped and ready to throw. Otherwise you might miss a shiny, which is a bit of a shame. Approach from the edge of the map. They start teleporting as soon as they see you. Circle the outbreak. And keep an eye on them all. And then clear up the remaining Kadabra when you're done. There is no second wave. And then we go to the tree. Whoa, shiny Psyduck, I think? Yay! A little shiny Psyduck. I love this little goofy guy. What a friend. Up. Nice. Plus one shiny. And we have a tree shake, which gives us a Cherrim. Very good. A good expedition. We get a Psyduck and a Cherrim. Staraptor. I don't think that's needed. No, it's not. I've already got the shiny alphas from the whole line. Both gender differences. So we can go straight to the trees again. No shake. One shake. The ruby. Oh, Combi outbreak. Okay. This is an interesting one. Combi is a Pokemon that does not spawn in massive mass outbreaks. So, Combi is the elite of this game. It is part of these few Pokemon that don't really have a consistent way of getting a shiny alpha of. So every time you see an outbreak of Combi, you should go and check it out. Because it gives you about a dozen, on average, shiny boosted chances at an alpha. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is a low amount of Combi to find in an outbreak. Outbreaks like this can range anywhere from 10 spawns to 15. So generally speaking, an outbreak of 11 is pretty bad. It doesn't give you a lot of options for permutations if you want to try that method. It doesn't give you a lot of checks in general. So here we didn't see a shiny, we didn't see an alpha. We're gonna be moving on. But if you intend to have a shiny alpha combi in this game, this is one of the good ways to get it. I'm back here. I'm going to the same place, but I just reset so I would get my Pokeballs back. And now we're gonna go to the trees. No shake on both. .906. Monferno. I don't have a lot of Monferno from this map. They're kind of rare, I guess, because they don't spawn a whole lot by themselves. It's mostly outbreaks. But I'm not super keen on hunting for a Monferno right now anyway. Is it better to shiny hunt post-game or during gameplay? Hello, welcome Tracy. It's better to shiny hunt post-game if you intend to get Shiny Charm. There's an item you get at the end of your quest for the Pokédex, where if you have level 10 research in every Pokemon in the game, you're given an item called the Shiny Charm. It boosts your shiny odds. So if you intend to get a lot of shiny Pokemon in this game, getting level 10 research not only boosts your odds, it also gives you access to the Shiny Charm, which also boosts your odds. So post-game is the way to go if you intend to do a lot of shiny hunting. If you just want to shiny hunt for a thrill, you don't need to go to post-game. You can just start shiny hunting whenever you want. But there's one more advantage to being in post-game, and that's massive mass outbreaks. When you're going through the game normally, when you're during the story, you're going to get mass outbreaks, which are one species of Pokemon appearing in one location, and there's a lot of them. Massive mass outbreaks, which are specific to post-game, are basically that, but multiplied by, let's say, around 10 to 15. So one map will get covered in a bunch of outbreaks, and you just go and check them out. Which means you get a lot of chances at shiny Pokemon. They have good shiny odds, so it's a good place to be for shiny hunting. Overall, I would say finish the game and try to get your Pokédex to level 10 on everything. It is a little bit of a grind, but you will already get shiny Pokemon while doing it. A lot of people will say that they feel like the Shiny Charm doesn't do much because they got so many shiny Pokemon while they were trying to farm for the research levels on everything. But you gotta give it a bit of time. You'll see the Shiny Charm works really well. I am still hunting for Shiny Alpha Cherrim. Simple Boy, welcome to the stream. Mikia, you missed a Shiny Psyduck. We got a little Shiny Psyduck. Go and Get out onto the map so I can show. This question mark here on the map, that is a massive mass outbreak, Tracy. If you haven't seen that yet, you basically get a big storm like this. It's raining and there's a thunderstorm. And it's gonna clear up in like about 10 minutes. All of these are Pokemon outbreaks that I can go and check out. And then when the storm is over, all of those outbreaks are gone. So basically you just go around the map, try and get as many of these outbreaks as you can. And you have a good chance at getting shiny Pokemon from them. Where is it? Here. There's the blue boy. Little shiny Psyduck. It is careful nature. You encounter a lot of shinies while getting the shiny charm, and you get a lot of shinies if you get the shiny charm, which means they also are really good. Yeah, they are. The shiny odds in this game are very much in your favor. You'll get a lot of stuff. Just save in front of Mai. We're gonna give some berries to this little Munchlax here. And okay. So I gave a bunch of berries to Munchlax, and now I know all of the Pokemon in this outbreak. So you can see there's Bidoof over there, Spheal. There's Monferno with a star, and the star is important because it means there's going to be even more once I clear the outbreak. However, I don't really need to go and check that. I already have shiny Alpha Infernape. I don't have Monferno though, so I would go and have a look at it. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and go there. I'm gonna get my berries back. I saved before giving them, so I'm gonna reset. Just get my berries back so I don't have to go and collect even more. You recently got a shiny Alpha Quillfish in the wild when you're just trying to check massive mass outbreaks. Very nice. I did as well. My shiny Alpha Quillfish is a wild spawn. From this map, actually. It's in a different playlist. Yeah. Cool song, but it's not exactly chill vibes, so I'm putting it in a playlist that has a bit more energy. Okay, let's go and check out the Monferno. There was an outbreak of Monferno this way somewhere. You're not Monferno. Hello? Oh, thank you. Finally noticed me. Back here. Rascals. Woody boo. Gone. Monferno should be over here, I think. That is not Monferno. It's across. It's this way. Like the little island. Nothing. Okay. So here... Oh, okay. There's an Alpha Infernape. Rid of that. Then I'm just gonna start clearing this. The Infernape has no idea what's happening. Here, catch this. I caught him with that Ultra Ball. There we go. And then we get to see what's in the second wave. It is regular Infernape, which I don't care much for. Your YouTube just autoplayed my stream. Hey, hen. Just got so confused. I've possessed your YouTube. So we've checked the outbreak that had a second wave. Now let's go ahead and find the trees. We got no shake on this. And no shake on this. I can reset, get my Pokeballs back. And then reset the map. Bangin' tunes. Neil banging the tunes. Playing a bunch of Louisong instrumentals. I got a whole playlist of them. Whole playlist of songs. Back to the Grand Tree Arena. Every time I fly over this junction of the forest, when I get to this bit, I fly over 2 spawners for Combi, which can each have either 1, like this, or 2 Combi. Both of the spawners here have 1, but it means I see anywhere between 2 and 4 Combi per reset, which means thousands and thousands of bees. So I'm kind of hopeful that eventually it's going to lead me to a shiny alpha Combi, which I believe I've put on the shiny bingo for this year. The shiny alpha Combi. Not female, just getting 1, you know? Oh yeah, I gotta keep track of that. I don't have any shiny bees yet, but one of my bingo squares this year is going to be either 100 shiny bees or 1 shiny alpha bee. Whichever comes first. So I need to go and count all of the Combi I found. Or will find, rather. Okay, so we have a lot of things to maybe look at. Silcoon I'm no longer interested in. I got Silcoon and Beautifly. Drifloon, I already have a Drifloon and a Drifblim. Spheal, I'm missing 1, which is Walrein, but I will get as I will get that as a static alpha, so I'm not super in a rush for another shiny alpha. Pikachu, I got the gender difference, and Raichu is a shiny alpha static on the next map. So actually, out of all of these second waves, I don't have much of an interest in any of them, except one of them is Spheal, and Spheal is cute. I'm gonna go and check out Spheal. Gonna go say hi to the Spheal. Make sure to check your posture, everybody. Make sure you're sitting upright. Preserve your spine so that your future you from 20 to 30 years later is not gonna curse at you and say, "Why? Why have you done this to me?" This is the Spheal spot. Oh my god. Unfortunately for me, these orbs love to go, like, as far as humanly possible from the outbreak. Oh my god. Okay. Is there one more? There is one more. And we don't care about this. For some reason you thought these combi spawns were alpha locked, but you just checked and it isn't. It's a 1% alpha rate. You don't go there as often. When you check the cherubi trees, you come from the island. I see. Yeah, because my hunt is coming to an end, and I'm only left with these 3 targets, I actually don't have a reason to go anywhere but the fastest route to the trees anymore. So I am basically forced to go over the combi or be inefficient by coming from a different angle. So I'm gonna be checking them. No shake on either. Do you think you'll finish your challenge before I do? Remind me how many you still need in your challenge, because I need a lot of trees on average, man. On average, I need a lot of trees checked to find my Cherrim. I am ahead of schedule. I got a bit lucky and I have 117 Cherrim, which is pretty good. it's still gonna take a while. If I don't get this under odds, I'm gonna have to do hundreds more of Cherrim. And it took me months to get these 100. Wormadam, Infernape, Satchels. Satchels is actually a really long grind. Really long grind. You're gated by days is the problem. Because the Satchels don't really generate that well. I remember seeing a video from AbsolBlog's Pokémon, Matt, about this. The Satchels don't appear very fast anymore after you pick up a certain amount. So I think Satchels is basically gonna make you super slow. And then I'm probably gonna finish the challenge first because of it. Because the other 2 targets that I have are soft resets. I will get them very quickly. This is just a handful of soft resets for both of these static alphas. Fake. Your choices of outbreaks are Ambipom, Ambipom, Mystery, and Mystery. Hi, Miss L. Hello. How doing? Welcome back from Toronto. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, yesterday was the big drive home, wasn't it? I hope you're getting plenty of rest. Inferno. I'll go and check that. Welcome back to me from England. Yeah. Yep. Ready to start a new year of Pokemon. With more Bingo Bonanza insanity. Tell you what, sir. How about you live this way? Bonk. That'll do. Oops. Whew. Inferno outbreaks are always intense. What do we have? Ah, don't care. Monkey. Miss L, we are entering the post-EV era for real this time. What are you possibly going to be planning? I'm excited. I'm excited. Have you given it much thought while you were away? What you think you're gonna be doing with small monkeys? Are you gonna be doing with the PLA side? Because you said you got quite attached to basically the hunt, the journey, right? rather than the result of it, and that you weren't done with Eevee. Like, you weren't prepared for it to just be over, quote-unquote, so quickly after only 4 months. So, is the plan to find another 15 Eevee outbreak and dive right back in? We're nearing February, and there's going to be the Unknown Challenge. That could be a fun thing to do. I'm considering doing it with Shiny Alpha Unknown. And then finding a Shiny Alpha pair. Pikachu. Okay. Don't need those anymore. In the short term, you're probably going to take a break from PLA to do some Alpha Meowstic and Eternal Forest Badoo now that you have Platinum, since that Badoo hunt kind of has a deadline. Oh, it does? What do you mean with deadline? Are you meant to give back the copy of Platinum that Charlotte gave you after some time? Or are you hunting Badoo for some mysterious purpose? I kind of forget what the Badoo hunt is for. It's not a short deadline, you just need to find it before June so you can progress the story and unlock the Safari Zone for Safari Week. Oh, I see. Okay. Right, there's a Safari Zone in Platinum. I gotta get to that eventually. That would be cool. Ash has been basically wanting me to progress Platinum for the longest time. Because I'm always opening the game, shiny hunting, and then not progressing anything. The thing that I did during the vacation in England was I took my shiny Baniri from Eternal Forest and leveled up its friendship, which took like 2 days. It's insane. Why does it take that long to level up the friendship of this creature with a soothing bell as well? Yeah, the massage person. Whatever. I got the soothing bell and just grinded out the friendship mechanic with my Baniri for 2 whole days, and then I was like, yep, I'm not touching Platinum anymore. Smile. So I didn't get anywhere. I'm still on 2 badges, I think. 2 badges, but 2 shinies, so pretty good. And also the friendship grind for Baniri was giving me a sort of excuse to do quote-unquote shiny hunting by just doing random encounters a lot. Got a few hundred encounters in. I didn't count any of them because when I'm on vacation away from my setup, I don't really want to worry with counters. I still did it for my Masuda hunt, but that's easier because you just hit a +5 every minute or so. Something I'm going to have to do eventually in Platinum is hunting for really difficult stuff like the fossil reset. It's not like super difficult, but fossil resets, munchlax, honey trees, and soft resetting for Giratina. Gonna take a bit. You got a shake? What's on there? Knock knock. Kirby. Yeah, you're doing double encounters. Same as I did. I didn't leave Eterna Forest until I had 2 shiny Pokemon because it felt so quick. It's even better than Pokemon Black and White with the double grass because at least that one is guaranteed double battles. So I made the most of it and got both of my shiny Pokemon from Eterna Forest while I was in there. Meanwhile, Ash is progressing the story and going like, please, just move on, you have a shiny already. But what about another shiny? You're just going for Badoo, so if you get that first, you'll go, but knowing you, you'll phase on a Badoo first. Badoof is pretty cool. Oh, and I did find a... I forgot, I did find a full odds Bidoof during the Baniri hunt. It completely escaped me somehow that, yes, I found a full odds shiny Pokemon while I was grinding the friendship for Baniri. Now I get to have the extremely famous HM friend Bidoof for the Platinum playthrough, but this time I get to do it with style. If you want to maximize your odds at getting a Badoo, I think there's a certain time of day. I'm pretty sure it's daytime, but there's got to be a time of day that advantages you for specifically hunting that target. Since Eterna Forest has different spawns based on the daytime cycle. I don't know the numbers because I looked at them when I was in Eterna Forest and then I forgot. There's some really scary thoughts, you know, in shiny hunting in Eterna Forest. It goes really quick, but you gotta consider the partner Pokemon of Cheryl, which you can one-shot it on turn 1, that's not a big deal. But then you can also have Pokemon that damage themselves. If you're hunting at night, you can phase on Shiny Ghastly with Curse. And then Cheryl's partner Pokemon cannot hurt it, I think, because it's only normal moves. Oh, Combi Outbreak, nice. So either you deal with Cheryl or you deal with Ghastly trying to kill itself, and I'm not sure exactly what the solution is, but there's a little bit of stress that can come with specifically hunting there. If you plan properly, though, it should be completely okay. Alright, Combi. Combi. What do we have? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and there was a 13th that flew away here. Okay. There's a lot of phase options. Badoo is 40%, Baniri 24%, and then a bunch of 10% or less encounters. You have no Guard Machoke to one-shot Chansey, and you believe you have Taunt on your Monferno in case phasing on Ghastly. Okay, you're fully prepared. Very nice. I just one-shot the Chansey with a Rock Smash from my Bibarel, because I had a level 25 Bibarel going through the Eterna Forest. The thing that I realized that made me a lot less stressed about it was that you can actually go out of Eterna Forest from the back. Like, if you go back to the Poké Center, you're fine. And Cheryl will be with you again if you just leave the forest and then return. Just don't progress forward, right? And then you're fine. I think this is not the case with the later encounter with the cool-looking crow-based guy. I'm pretty sure if you leave the cave that you encounter him in, then it's just gone. But the forest specifically lets you go back to your PC, heal, get your PP back for your Pokemon, stuff like that. So, pretty lenient. Riley, that's it. I think there's something like, if you enter the cave with Riley, once you leave the cave from either end, Riley is no longer with you. A Ruby? The No Guard Machoke doubles encounter rate, which is helpful. But what? Huh? How so? No Guard has an impact on encounter rate? Does no guard mean you get aggroed by Pokemon more because your guard is down? That's insane. I'd never heard of that effect. I thought only Illuminate would work on that. Your guard is always down. It makes a lot of sense, but I never thought that would be the case. Oh my god, yeah, it must go so fast then. I went through 2 shiny Pokemon in Eterna Forest without it. I saw a bunch of people having No Guard Machoke. I didn't really think about it all that much. Arena Trap also works? For doubling encounter rate. I need to read up on abilities. This is news to me. Arena Trap doubles as a pretty useful shiny hunting ability for some cases as well. Not a whole lot of Pokemon can flee, but it's good in some cases, so... Intimidate is the opposite and halves encounter rate. Yeah, that one I knew. That one I did know. This way. Keen Eye also has encounter rate. Makes sense. Makes sense. You watch out for any danger. And then you don't get in trouble. What do we have in this little outbreak here? Feel? Just feel. Okay, this gives us 1 check of Togekiss. I'll take it. I'll take my 1 Togekiss encounter and then go check out this field. Don't want to go for Gumbo number 2? I mean, if it is Shiny Alpha Spheal, I might give it a shot. Giving Gumbo a friend is a pretty good goal to have, I think. Operation Give Gumbo a Friend. Hello, Snorlax. Goodbye, Snorlax. Cypher is up here. And this airplane that refuses to be shiny. Alright. Show me the spiels. One of those is hardly a spiel. It is a crime that it evolves into this. Such a perfect Pokemon. Everstone. Everstone for every spiel. One of Gumbo's cousins, I'm pretty sure. I see you rolling behind the tree. As I'm going right to left, it's going left to right to hide behind the tree trunk. You little sneaky rat. Sneaky, sneaky. What do we have? It's the wrong alpha. It's the wrong alpha! It's not cute. Bah. Worthless. I already have one, so I'm not too interested in getting another. Especially given that Walrein is a static alpha. I would otherwise complete the evolution line, but there's kind of no point. I'll get it eventually. No shake on either. I'll go check the bees as well. How are the bees doing? Just two. Okay. I don't think I incremented the trees there. Tree. Couple more map checks. I think stream will not last a whole lot longer. I am nearing dinner time, and I told myself I'd make this a slightly shorter stream. Normally I go for around 4 hours. This is going to be about 2. I wanted to ease myself back into the streams again, given that I haven't done it for a while and was once again nervous at the idea of starting stream. Gotta build up the habit again. We have Baniri here, which... Is there a gender diff? There's no gender difference, and I have the shiny alpha. So we're good to go on that. I'm gonna go to the Abra. I got my shiny alpha Abra before leaving. What I don't have is Kadabra. Here? No, it's... Always have sticky gloves in hand. And circle the outbreak. Okay, that was just 8. And they're gone. Okay. Since I'm here, I might as well check the flying Dorito, which looks normal to me. Yep. No shake, no shake. Okay. Back home we go. I love this song. I want to use this on some YouTube videos. It's got good vibes. Wrong dialogue. Here we go. There's a little Goomy outbreak. Wanna go. Oh well. I have no free will. I am chained to this map. Would I even care about the Chansey outbreak? The static Chansey. I don't really need to go. I used to really want that shiny Chansey, but now that I got it, I don't care much for it anymore. Getting a dupe doesn't really matter. Nothing with the bees. No shake. No shake. We will be getting ads in 2 minutes, but I think that is going to be a good point for me to call it. So we're going to do one more run, and then I will be concluding stream and going for dinner. And no shakes. Unfortunate, but that is going to be the last run. for this stream, as we just hit the 2-hour mark. So thank you very much for being a part of it. As a reminder, we are only looking for the last 3 targets of the challenge. We're almost there. We have 2 soft reset targets, which I will handle whenever I get bored of Cherrim. And there's Cherrim. So the hunt will continue very shortly. But for now, thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And goodbye.